All the lies don't hold me, but they're sinking in my skin, coursing through my veins.
Look at this weather, huh? Man, what a clear, sunny day. Little bit of a wind event going on, says my father. Some high winds expected today in the Central Valley, especially in the Fresno area. I've really just been spending the whole morning really acquainting myself or reacquainting myself with Final Cut Pro X or 10. Really? Way back in the day, I once upon a time went to film school. And while there, I learned how to edit on Avid, which was the industry standard at that time. And after film school, a buddy of mine I was rooming with had an extra little Mac desktop computer he gave me, and on it was Final Cut Pro, old version. This is going back like 15 years or something like that. So since then, I really haven't had any familiarity with Final Cut, but I have been using iMovie quite a lot, extensively, not only on my phone, but on my computer before that. So I find that if you're familiar with using iMovie, using Final Cut Pro is a pretty easy transition because just the interface, it looks almost exactly the same. Looks like iMovie on steroids. And once you learn where certain things are, where some of the things are a little bit hidden that you're used to finding that are a little bit more obvious in iMovie, a little bit of a learning curve, but it's pretty straightforward. I was able to edit a whole video this morning, still working on adding sound and voiceover to it, but I'm really enjoying editing with Final Cut Pro. Works for me. Well, first things first, I got a little bit of a deposit to make here. The wind's whipping and the kiddos are out flying their kites. I can't remember the last time I flew a kite, but sure looks like a simple joy, doesn't it? Clovis Community Medical Center, always expanding. They're building like a whole nother hospital behind the hospital. But I saw this sign here, says skilled nursing facility, and that just made me chuckle because it makes me wonder, well, if there's a skilled nursing facility, are there also unskilled nursing facilities? Well, I guess that would be a nursing school, right? These are the things that I think about. All right, I just popped into Target here and I picked up the very last Magic Mouse they have in stock. So I have a little fun playing with that today. And I just realized that I'm at the Target here in Clovis on Herndon and Willow. And if I head north on Willow for about 10 minutes, well, I'm at Lost Lake Recreation Area. And now I have that day use pass. I think I'm just going to head up there and spend the day there. Why not? I'd rather be sitting there than in some gray parking lot here in town. It is a bit windy out, so I'm interested to see how windy it is out there when there's no buildings around in town. Right here at Target right now, we have 16 mile an hour sustained winds and gusts up to 27 miles an hour. So it is a bit windy. Not really drone flying weather, so can't be disappointed that I don't have one today. I really don't get too much into my own personal life, emotional stuff going on. But on the drive out here, for some reason, I was feeling a little bit nostalgic about touring and not having done a live concert in over a year. And I decided to pop on a band I used to work for called We Came as Romans, a little metalcore band out of the Detroit area, out of Michigan. And I worked for them for several years as their guitar tech and their stage manager. And I had a great time with those guys. There's always felt like a family from day one. And they were a young group of guys in their mid-20s. And I really had a great time touring with them back in the day. But a tragedy hit back in 2018. Their singer, Kyle Pavone, died. I believe it was August 25th. He was 28 years old. And I'm not going to get into the details of his death, but it was a shock to everyone and very tragic. Early loss of a talented person. If I get a little emotional, I apologize. But when I was listening to their music, man, I just got overwhelmed. It really hadn't hit me much. And hearing his voice, man, it really just brought back a flood of memories for me. And I never really talked much to anybody about it or even grieved really about it. But I don't know why today, listening to it, listening to their music, it just really hit me. So in case you're wondering, what's up with the music today, Greg? A little bit different than normal. Well, I don't care about copyrights, whatever. I'm going to play a little bit of We Came as Romans throughout the video today. Just to remember and honor the tragically short life of a talented and great individual. Sitting here at Lost Lake Park, just hanging out in my van, editing video using Final Cut Pro for the first time. Yesterday's video was the first video edited using that software. And, hey, there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve as I smooth out the process of doing it, workflow and all that technical nonsense that no one cares about. But I'm sitting here thinking, you know what? I've just had a big shift. No, I'm not talking about getting a new computer, ordering a new drone, yada, yada, yada. What I'm talking about is this guy. I know, You're sick of hearing about it. Fresno County Parks Pass. Normally right now, I'd be sitting in a parking lot in Clovis somewhere doing exactly what I'm doing. Working on a video, watching podcasts, this and that. But no longer do I have to do that. I would only do that because those were safe places where I felt like I wouldn't get bothered. Big parking lots, park and ride, this and that. But now having this, I just drove 10 minutes. I'm here at Lost Lake Recreation Area with the San Joaquin River right there. I can hear birds and geese as they fly around, talking to each other. And you know what? This is awesome. Because no longer do I have to just waste my day away. No longer do I have to just waste my day away in a great parking lot in Clovis when nature is at the fingertips. It's out there for your taking. And for only $40, now I come here every day if I want. There's no limit on how much you can use this pass, how many times you can come to a day use park. It's a day use park. So as long as you're here within those day use hours, this park specifically is 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And, you know, the best thing about Lost Lake Park as opposed to Avocado Lake Park, which I was just at, is that they have a campground facility here. Now, I don't know why Avocado Lake doesn't have a campground facility, because that place is huge. It's like 3 times the size of this park. And we're really would be cool if Avocado Lake had a campground, but they don't. But here at Lost Lake Recreation Area, oh, kayakers. That's sweet. Anyways, what was I saying? I got distracted there by the kayakers and these geese. But I'd rather be distracted by kayakers swimming by and geese flying and whatnot than some car alarm going off at a Walmart parking lot, which you spend a minute and a half at a Walmart parking lot and all you're going to hear it. No one knows how to use their car alarms. Like, why? Who's even setting a car alarm anymore? I mean, come on.